My first question for you is a big part of the movie, I think, is Andre's being hesitant to go back to doing like stand-up or comedy in general. Yeah. And so I was wondering, as a comedian who does stand-up, who used to do a lot of stand-up, and you're very funny. Back. I was wondering, in this like society where everything is passed around on social media and people seem to be very sensitive, how do you deal with people who are sensitive about certain jokes, and how do you kind of?
You know what? My job is to entertain my fans, so I can't really. Most of the times, people get sensitive to people that weren't into you in the first place. Yeah. So I don't ever recall pissing off my fans. Yeah. So it's kind of easy to block that stuff out. To tell you the truth.
Okay. And is there anything you feel like you would never joke about?
I don't want to put myself in a corner, so I try. I don't know. I never joked about Oprah. It's like this seems.
She's too powerful for that.
It seems dumb to piss off a black billionaire. I might need her at some point.
And I was reading somewhere you said that oftentimes when you look at a comedian, you can tell what kind of music they listen to. So I'm wondering, was the top 5 that you named as far as rappers your actual top 5?
I mean, it changes. Nice? It changes, from day to day. But yeah, I love all the rappers I named. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what inspired this story for you?
I don't know. I just want to, my interest is always what haven't I seen? Mm-hmm. Some guys watch stuff and go, I want to do a movie like that. And I watch movies and I go, okay, I don't want to do that because I saw it. Now, what can I come up with? And I haven't seen this movie. Yeah. And I really haven't seen this movie with a black person. You know what I mean? So that's me. It's, it gets me into trouble sometimes, but I'm just kind of curious that way. Okay, can we see a new movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering, how important was it for you to get this large ensemble of, your friends, these very talented comedians, these new comedians as well? Why was that important for you to do it?
It was just important to get the best people in the parts. That was pretty much it. I mean, and it's hard to make comedy with strangers, so you got to know people. So, I know Cedric. So I know that part of him. I know the gritty part of Cedric the Entertainer that everybody else might not know.
You want some of that, sir?
No, I'm good.
Good, because I'm the motherfucking man in Houston, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm the motherfucking man in Houston, man.
I know that JB's been married for 20 years and he's got a couple daughters. And I know he can be a calming influence, where most of the time you see JB in a movie, he's crazy guy.
Yeah. Ooh, I love me a big girl. You moving with confidence.
I ain't got time for your bullshit, Silk. I'm seeing somebody.
Ain't no problem. Come on.
You don't get the fuck out my face.
So, I know this about. It's easier to work with people sometimes.
You said there was a time when you felt when you were doing stand-up that you felt like you were bad for so long. What do you mean bad for so long, and how did you move over that?
I mean, when you start out, when we do anything, I mean, I'm sure you've been writing for a long time, and if you look at something you wrote 10 years ago, you're like, oh my God, did I think this was decent? So it's not that I was bad, it was just when I look back at it, it's like, wow, I did not even have an inkling of what I was doing till about 8 years in.
Yeah.